Hi Libra, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for October 23rd through November 22nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Scorpio Spy Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Libra, what aren't they telling you? Okay, Libra, what aren't they telling Libra? Empress, okay, that could be Taurus or Aries. The Hermit, Virgo. Judgment, that could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. Nine of Swords. Tower, that could be Scorpio. Seven of Swords. Three of Cups. The Moon, that could be Pisces or Cancerian. We got of Wands. Right. Okay. Well, this is someone that's been doing other things. This is someone that's been there's some kind of affair going on here. There's some kind of if it's not an affair, it's somebody doing okay. It's someone wanting to, at the very least, turn things to their advantage. It could be finding someone else before they leave. It could be already being involved with someone else. That's why they want to leave. We shall see. We shall see. All right. What's this Hermit about? What's this Hermit? Chariot. What's this Judgment about? That could be Cancerian. Temperance. That could be Sagittarius. So, okay. All right. What's this Tower about? What's this Tower? Four of Cups. What's this Nine of Swords about? Queen of Cups. What's this Seven of Swords about? Seven of Swords. This is someone that's saying, I want to pull back because I don't know how I feel. I want to figure out what I want. I want to figure out you, and I want to figure out me, and if this can work, right? But what they're not telling you is that there's going to be no figuring out. There's going to be no pulling back to think about it. There's just going to be pulling back. This person wants a break from the relationship. This is someone that will say they want it to think about things, but they really just want to break from the relationship. It's not to think about things. Why? Because they're already online meeting other people. They're already talking to other people. What's this Three of Cups? King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius. What's this Nine of Swords about? Three of Swords. Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. What's this Moon card about? This is somebody that is telling you that they feel very strongly about the need to break up right now because they just need to figure out what they want and they need to think about things, and they really just want to hang out with their friends right now and figure out their life. This is coming up a lot. This came up for, I think, pretty much all of the earth signs. But this is someone that's telling you that, but really, this is someone that is already got other people lined up. They don't want to figure things out. They just want the break. And this is someone that doesn't want to have to think about things. They also are probably letting their, it's almost like they're kind of letting their subconscious dictate, or it's not that they're caught up in a negative behavior pattern, but they are. It's not like the devil where it's oppressive and abusive and toxic, but this is a pattern for this person. It's the withdrawal and them pulling back might seem sudden and out of the blue, and they're just, they just feel very strongly about this. I need to take a break. I need to focus on life. Well, what they're not telling you is they have someone else already. This is, and they found them online. So yeah, I just want to pull back and think about things and think about how this is going to work in my life, and I really need to just take a break and focus on me right now. I feel pretty strongly about that. I'm just feeling like something's missing in my life. No, they want out because they want to pursue another relationship, which they've already got lined up. And this is someone this is a pattern with this person, and they have issues with trusting people. They're going to be cutting off communication. Don't think that they're still going to keep in touch and you guys are going to be friends and you can still hook up and hang out and date and all that, because you're not. They plan on cutting things off. This is someone that is letting their primal desires and urges take over, and they're kind of a slave to their impulses, and they're not this is not somebody that is can offer stability or security, really, or even trustworthiness. Let's be honest, trustworthiness. And you need to it's probably taken its toll, this relationship. It's probably been a lot of work. But there could be some longevity here that you're like, after all this time we've had together, you're better off without this situation, because this is somebody who's not being honest with you about why they want to pull back. They're telling you they want time to figure out things and think about things, and I just need to figure out my life, me. And what they're not telling you is they've already got somebody lined up and they don't want to think about their life. They're fine with their life. In fact, they're not going to think about their life. They're just going to go on to the next situation. And you've suspected as much, and this is something that you need to accept as over, or at least know that about when you're dealing with this person. Know that about them, that they're always going to be kind of looking around, and this might even be something that you've dealt with them before, that you're familiar with this, that this person does this. And what you need to do, honestly, is you need to accept this, and you need to grieve it, and you need to let it go. Because this is going to happen over and over and over. This is who this person is. They are not very trustworthy. There should be something kicking you in the gut, intuitively going, you're putting yourself at risk. You know what I mean? Like your emotional risk here. This is not a safe environment for you emotionally, because this is someone who is quite honestly focused on themselves. This is someone that just wants what they want. And you're kind of caught in the crosshairs until you aren't. And then they've moved on. And this is something you've been dealing with for quite a while, and you need to grieve it. You need to accept it. You need to surround yourself with loving friends and family to get you through it. And then you need to move on. Get out in front of this. What else for Libra? 7 of Pentacles. Is this worth the emotional investment? This is probably you being at the crossroads, not wanting to admit it. If you're not, you need to consider this. Consider the amount of work and effort it has taken to maintain this. Is that sustainable and realistic for your future? Is that something you can see yourself doing 5-10 years from now? Or are you going to end up in the same place where you're just exhausted and sad and just grieving and broken heart and feel duped, and this person just is going to go on to the next situation? Else for Libra. Else for Libra. Libra. Just mentioned intuition. Listen to it. This probably, if it's not, kicking you in the gut, going, hey, no more. You can't take anymore. This is probably something that's been nagging at you all along. That this is just not good for you. It's not a good situation, but because there might have been some kind of allure, like the potential, and the way this person might have made you feel physically and things like that. There was something pretty special or connected about this, and yet upon closer examination, if there was really looking at this, you might see how much work it really has taken to maintain this and to do this. And you might have even thought it was worth it, but it isn't if the other person doesn't think it's worth it and you're doing all the work. Then it's a ministry or a charity. It's not a relationship. So please listen to your gut and your intuition on this. This is not somebody you need to keep reinvesting in. Grieve it, feel it, cry, do what you need to do. But you need to start putting yourself first. It is high time, Libra, that you put yourself first. What else for Libra? That's the thing. They might be like, yeah, you know what? We'll still keep in touch, and I just need to pull back. But you and I are still going to do stuff together. We're still going to be tight. Nope. Because the person they're with, the new person's not going to allow that. What else for Libra? Ace of Cups. And the Fool reversed. So that, to me, it feels like an emotionally charged up beginning or relationship that you can't trust. This is someone that there might be a love there. You might love this person. Nobody's faulting anybody for that. But it's a risky venture. To continue to invest in this relationship is risky. And they might be saying that they're going to take some time away to think about this and what they want, but that you two will reconvene, or later on down the road. Nope. There's going to be no new beginning. There's a love there, perhaps, but there's going to be no new beginning. This person wants out. They want other. They've already started with somebody else. They've probably found somebody else online. All right, Libra. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry it wasn't happier news, and I don't mean to be harsh. Kind of turned into the harsh truth, but I don't want to see you keep getting shafted like this. I kept thinking I was reading for Taurus, too. I don't know why I kept thinking Taurus. Why did I keep thinking Taurus? Where is Taurus? Are they in here? Lordy. There's Taurus. Taurus or Aries. Maybe you're dealing with the Taurus. But I don't want you to keep throwing good after bad. Here's Libra right here, too. I just feel like it's not as worth it to them as it is to you. This is very similar to Taurus, I think, in Virgo. Taurus and Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. Anyway, all right. Thank you, Libra, for stopping by. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.